This is the incredible story of Adolf Walbrook, a man you probably know by a different name. Born in Vienna in 1896, Adolf was destined for the stage. By the 1920s and early 30s, he was a massive star in Germany and Austria. Think of him as the charismatic leading man of the Weimar era, elegant, magnetic, with this incredible presence that just drew you in. On stage in early German cinema, he was the guy. He had it all: fame, critical acclaim, and a devoted audience. But as the 1930s wore on, a dark shadow began to creep across Germany. The rise of the Nazi Party wasn't just a political shift. For Adolf, it was a direct threat to his very existence. See, under their twisted ideology, he was doubly damned. He had Jewish ancestry, and he was a gay man living in a regime that brutally persecuted homosexuality. The career he had built his entire life was in peril. The stage lights that once illuminated his talent now felt like an interrogator's lamp. Imagine the choice he faced: stay in the country he called home, where he was a beloved star, and risk persecution, imprisonment, or worse, or flee, leaving everything behind for an uncertain future. In 1937, he made his choice. While filming in Hollywood, he refused to return to Nazi-controlled territory. He crossed the English Channel and arrived in Britain, a refugee seeking not just safety, but artistic freedom. It was there that Adolf Walbrook vanished, and a new identity was forged. He became Anton Walbrook. This wasn't just a name change. It was a complete rebirth. He had to master a new language, adapt to a new culture, and win over a new audience, all while carrying the weight of what he'd left behind. And win them over he did. British cinema in the 1940s was about to be forever changed by this Austrian émigré. In the 1940 thriller Gaslight, he played the sinister, manipulative husband with such chilling psychological nuance. You could feel the unease crawling under your skin. He wasn't just playing a villain, he was a masterclass in suspense. Then came 1943's The Life and Death of Colonel Blimp. Here he played Theo Kretschmer-Dörfel, a German officer and lifelong friend of the British protagonist. Over decades, Walbrook's performance is just breathtaking. He's charming, he's heartbreaking, he's dignified. He delivers this one speech about what it means to be a refugee, to have lost your country. And it's so powerful, so full of genuine pain and grace. You know, he's not just acting, he's drawing from a place of real lived experience. But perhaps his most iconic role, the one that cemented his legendary status, was as the tyrannical but brilliant ballet impresario Boris Lermontov in 1948's The Red Shoes. "Why do you want to dance?" he asks the aspiring ballerina. "Why do you want to live?" she replies. It's one of the most famous exchanges in film history. Walbrook is terrifying, passionate, and utterly unforgettable. He is Lermontov. He embodies that ruthless obsession with art, perhaps because he himself had sacrificed so much for it. From the glittering stages of Vienna to a refugee in London, Adolf Walbrook became Anton Walbrook, a cinematic titan. He took his pain, his history, and his immense talent, and transformed it into some of the most powerful performances ever put on screen. A true artist, whose life was even more dramatic than his movies.